Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG. Today we're doing something a little different. I wasn't able to get on the hype train at the new reveals for Fusion World, so I'm deciding not to hop on it because it's gonna be like days after they revealed it, and I just don't want to just reiterate what other content creators have already put out. So for now, I'm just gonna do another video on something that is near and dear to me. And as you've seen the title of this video and can see from there you go. Sorry, the position of my camera is weird. If you've seen the title for this video, and you can see the picture right here, we're talking about Super Saiyan 3 and how it is my favorite transformation of the Saiyans and one of my favorite forms in all of Dragon Ball Z, and how there's been a whole lot of discourse around the form ever since its reveal, really. And most recently, with the one of the latest episodes of Dragon Ball Daima, a certain individual has finally obtained the form, and we're going to talk about it. So let's hop in. So, Super Saiyan 3. The form was originally debuted? Ugh. The form originally made its debut during the Majin Buu saga when Goku needed to stall time for Trunks to receive the Dragon Radar, which, honestly, when you think about it, Goku should have just been able to instant transmission to Capsule Corp instead of having to fight Buu, but you know what, that's neither here nor there. The form, though, took the internet by storm at the time. Was the internet even out by then? I don't know, honestly, no. But anyway, the form was awesome. You basically had this transformation that no one was anticipating. What, a form beyond the Ascended Saiyan transformation? Everyone assumed Super Saiyan 2 was like the peak pinnacle of Saiyan transformation at the time. Gohan and Vegeta had both attained it, and Majin Buu had made quick work of it. We did see an amazing fight of Super Saiyan 2s between Goku and Majin Vegeta, and that just solidified the form as incredibly powerful. Next comes Super Saiyan 3, which was just leagues beyond Super Saiyan 2. Now, basically how it looks like is, with the power scaling, because we all love our power scaling in Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan is a 50 times base multiplier to base form, Super Saiyan 2 is 100 times multiplier to that, and Super Saiyan 3 is supposed to be 400 times your base form. So, by doing logic, it's 4 times as strong as a Super Saiyan 2, which is insane. The form, it looks completely different to anything we've seen before. Long flowing hair. You'll see the montage of Saiyans that have the Super Saiyan 3, which canonically there are 3 Saiyans that can use Super Saiyan 3, as far as I'm aware here. It is Goku, the first one to use the transformation on screen. Then you had Gotenks, the fusion of Goten and Trunks, and now we finally have Vegeta. Vegeta has made his debut as a Super Saiyan 3 in episode 12 of the Dragon Ball Daima anime. Now, this has sparked a lot of controversy with one, why didn't he use the form against Beerus? Because let's be real here, he probably would have used it against Beerus if he had it. And 2, why does the form look different for Vegeta? Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's because he's a kid, so the Super Saiyan 3 form doesn't look the same. When we have seen the form as a child with Goku and GT, and let's be real, Gotenks is still a child. He's probably 8 or 9 years old. I don't know if the fusion combines their ages to become 15, but Gotenks is a child, and we have seen the Super Saiyan 3 remain relatively the same with the long golden hair. The only difference is that Goku has a bang on his coming down from his hair, and his hair always stays gold, while Gotenks' hair does kind of go back to that, washed out yellow look. But for some reason, Vegeta's hair is just completely spiked up. His eyes also appear to have a dark green or like a teal green tint to them instead of the standard blue that Gotenks and Goku have. Now, I'll also admit Gotenks doesn't have the black pupils in his eyes that Goku and Vegeta have, which may be just a thing where they didn't feel like it was necessary for Gotenks, or maybe it was an editing issue. Who knows? But basically, the form looks very different in comparison. Now, that's one thing. And a lot of people are saying Vegeta looks like the character or the character design for the original concept of Super Saiyan 3, which I'll show on screen here. Slightly, but it's still not as bad. It's not as bad, or it's not as pronounced. The hair is not as pronounced as what Vegeta is currently rocking. His hair more so resembles beast form for Gohan, which is just very odd. I don't understand. We already have two characters that have gone Super Saiyan 3, so why can't Vegeta's hair do the same thing? We also have plenty of non-canon users of the form, which I'll read off quickly here. We have Broly, Gogeta, Vegito, Bardock, Future Trunks, Cumber, Raditz, yes Raditz, Gohan, Nappa, yes Nappa, and all these Zeno versions of these characters. So Super Saiyan 3 has pretty much been universally shown to resemble, like, it's all basically the same. There might be slight differences between each character's transformations, but for the most part, it's the same. Long golden hair that goes down the back. Vegeta's hair is the exact opposite. It just stays spikier. It just kind of looks like a more exaggerated version of Super Saiyan 2, which is kind of funny that in Codename Kids Next Door, they had something similar to that as well. So it's just a very odd with the... it's very odd with the design of the form. Now, I'll still admit though, Vegeta made it look cool. He absolutely decimated Tamagami number 2, and that's what I love about Super Saiyan 3 as a whole, is just the incredible, like, power and presence the form has. Let's be real here. When Goku debuted the transformation, his power was so strong, it was able to be sensed by Gohan and the Supreme Kai all the way from the Supreme Kai's planet. Something that normally should not be possible. The form is so powerful it was shaking the entire Earth upon transformation, and even Tien saying that, like, oh, you might actually cause damage to the Earth in this transformation. Now, of course, later on, it's not that big a deal anymore once Goku learned how to control it. What's also really cool about this form before Vegeta acquired it was that only, at the time, the only two users who were able to use the form, Goku and Gotenks, each attained the form in a very specific, very special way. Goku was not able to learn the form until he was dead, where he was able to channel infinite power into his transformation. Gotenks was able to achieve the form by watching Goku do it, but also he was able to do it even though Gotenks and Trunks can't use the form. And so at that time, we had one of the two known users. One was dead, and the other one was a fused character. It kind of gave this aura and this vibe to, or this mystic presence to the form because of how weird and how odd it was to obtain this form. Basically, it was just, at the end of the day, it was just pushing your power past its limits. But it was just kind of cool to have a character, a form, that was obtained in these special ways, either by being dead or by being fused. So Vegeta acquiring it through sheer willpower only a year after knowing about the form, that's really cool. And he completely wiped the floor with the Tamagami number 2, like I said. Now, of course, Super Saiyan 3 is also known as that form that did not get any wins. Unfortunately, Goku did not beat Fat Buu with it, though he said he chose not to. He believed he could have if he wanted to. Gotenks was unable to beat Super Buu with it, unfortunately. And then Goku was not able to beat Kid Buu with it because that was his first fight with it as a living person again, and he was not used to these forms' immense stamina drain. I am among the opinion that if Goku was able to fight at full strength and without the serious stamina drain, he could have beaten Kid Buu with Super Saiyan 3. But with Kid Buu's infinite stamina and regenerative abilities, Goku was not going to be able to pull that off. So, what is the point of this video? A lot of it is just to glaze Super Saiyan 3. I love the form, but just kind of talking about, how a lot of people wrote off the form and now it's back into the eyes of the fandom with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, who used the form very well, easily knocking around Tamagami number 2 and not dragging out the fight like he typically does, which is awesome. It's not like Vegeta. He normally likes to toy around with people when he gets a huge power up and he's obviously much stronger than them. This actually could go towards Vegeta's growth as a character, realizing he needs to stop messing around and just get the job done. Now, a really cool thing about Super Saiyan 3, it really is just it's forcing your power to go beyond its limits. That's what Toriyama basically said with it. And there's been instances that Super Saiyan 2, upon training correctly, could actually match the strength of Super Saiyan 3, as seen with Trunks in the manga, Future Trunks, I should say, in the manga, where he was able to pump up his Super Saiyan 2 power to match Goku's Super Saiyan 3 strength at the time. And this is years after Dragon Ball Z. So that's really cool that Super Saiyan 2 has the ability to just be, to just get to that level. Now, one of the controversies, like I mentioned earlier, was that why didn't Vegeta use this form against Beerus when he came to Earth in Dragon Ball Super? So let's be real here, Toriyama did not plan on giving Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. That is really the answer. There was no, like, Vegeta was never going to get the form canonically. I think, though, Toriyama decided to give Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 to, one, give the form some hype moments on screen, and give something back to the fans of, hey, Vegeta's gonna get a win here, and he's gonna get it in style. So right now, in the Dragon Ball Daima universe, both Goku and Vegeta are capable of going Super Saiyan 3, which means more than likely, if they fuse, their fusion could become a Super Saiyan 3 as well. Let's be real here, I should say. Vegito and Gogeta are both capable of using Super Saiyan 3, but they chose not to. So even though we never saw them do it on screen, more than likely they could. But a lot of people have been, well, going back to the Beerus thing, a lot of people have talked about why they didn't do it. And well, why Vegeta didn't use Super Saiyan 3? It's because, oh, Super Saiyan 3 has a huge stamina drain. He knew there was no reason to use it, so he just used Super Saiyan 2. That doesn't make sense. Super Saiyan 2 is, by their own power scaling, a fourth as strong as a Super Saiyan 3. And Goku still used Super Saiyan 3 during his fight with Beerus. He got one-shotted, or two-shotted pretty much, but at the same time, he still used it because he knew that was his best bet against Beerus. Regardless of the stamina drain, the form is incredibly powerful, much stronger than a base Super Saiyan 2, even Super Saiyan 2 with some training. So, why didn't Vegeta use it? He knows that if he's fighting Beerus the Destroyer, he's gonna have to use everything he has, even if it means using a form that has a bad stamina drain. If he can win the fight quickly enough, it won't matter. But it also doesn't matter because Ultimate Gohan was there and got one-shotted by Beerus. So I just want to state my opinions. He more than likely just didn't use Super Saiyan 3 because at the time, the concept of him going Super Saiyan 3 was not a thing. That's the real answer. The in-lore answer is that he forgot. I don't know. It's weird. But I will make this video go on much longer. Yeah, I love the form. It's awesome. I know it hasn't in canon gotten any wins, technically, besides Tamagami number 2, and that was with Vegeta. It did get a win in Wrath of the Dragon against Hirudegarn, and that was really, really cool. It also got a really cool fight sequence in Fusion Reborn against Janemba. And, oh god, Super Saiyan 3, you can't deny, when it is on screen, it is awesome. I love the long flowing hair. I love the primal, just, like, vigor about the form. It feels like you're going, like, you know, more basic animalistic Saiyan on somebody. It lets Goku be more aggressive. It's awesome. I love the form. And I'm glad people are starting to finally, like, show the form some respect. I know it doesn't have the same, like, you know, merits as Super Saiyan 1 and 2 where they beat a main enemy, but Super Saiyan 3 is just cool, and I wish that we got to see more of the form before it got immediately sidelined by Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue and Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego and just Beast and but yeah, that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know this is very, very random, but I had a lot of fun making this, and I'll be back with some more Fusion World content soon. So in the meantime, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care, guys.